So I really think there's three things on our side as I try to explain it to clients and have discussions around what that means. First is technology, and there's a lot of things there, and I'm glad to touch on that. The second is process, and we do that with a white paper document factory, and glad to explain that. And then approach, right, in lean manufacturing and approaching in error and having standardization, all those things are critical. From a technology standpoint, I think if you're looking at best in class, you're thinking about do they use some things that are standard in our industry today but maybe weren't a few years ago, like a 2D barcode or a mail run data file. I know that doesn't mean a lot if you're not in the space, but we're certainly glad to explain that. But if you look, are they running the newest print equipment? Do they have the newest insert equipment? Do they have visibility in their own production platform for their efficiency? Do they give clients the ability to look into their production platform to track work and know where everything is at all times? What does their composition software look like? Certainly, do they have redundancy in their business model? And I think that fits technology, multiple locations. And data security is paramount. So I think if you take all those things and you talk about, what's important, there's a lot there. Right. But technology and leaning on things that are continually evolving very quickly in today's print mail world, those are all critical to get you to 99 and 4/9. We believe in a white paper document factory, which means we're printing off a white roll. And in that model, you're talking about eliminating forms, and you're eliminating multiple forms for multiple clients. And going into a couple standard window positions so that you don't have a lot of changes or changeovers or setups or what they call modes on inserters, so that you insert an apple different from an orange and then you go back to an apple, right? So a very standard process. White paper document factory allows us to do that and allows us to print off a white roll, whether it's black and white, whether it's color, MIC or non-MIC. And so what it eliminates is a couple different things. One is human involvement in the process. So you think about a white roll prints to a roll. Okay. That roll gets taken to an inserter and then gets unpackaged and inserted into an envelope. So when you talk about production steps being eliminated and you talk about eliminating human involvement in the process, that really equals risk reduction on our side. I think that's the third pillar. When you talk about lean manufacturing, whether you're running a Toyota model or something similar, if you're talking to someone best in practice in transactional mail, they're absolutely adapted that, and they've adapted it for a number of years, as have we. So you're talking about standardizing your process. We have 175 standard works, so think about small steps to fold and insert a piece of paper and put it in an envelope, right? So very basic steps. In our process, in most lean, we're not quality controlling the mail piece, right? We're only audit the process. So last year in 2018, we had 22,000 audits of the process with our employees between printing and inserting, those mini steps that we talked about, those standard works. And we know that if our process is followed and we're producing correctly and processes are being followed, we know that we're mailing accurately.